Hey everyone, it's Brano, and I wanted to talk about how I see luck in game dev. Because there's a lot of people who say there isn't any luck, it's all skill, and there are people who say it's all luck. Now, I don't think that the answer is really down the middle, but it's also neither on one side or another. I think of luck in game dev as a bit of a Schrodinger's cat situation, where both perspectives are correct until observed with a second successful game in a row. So I do believe that for certain game devs, they are skilled and knowledgeable enough to always make a somewhat successful game. If the market changes, they have the fundamentals and the instinct to know how to adapt to the ever-changing market. But on the opposite end of success, you will have developers whose personal interests just perfectly align with what the market wants, and so they just get to make exactly what they want, and they will have it work out. But if the market ever changes to not align with them, they will fail. And there are many creative markets where you will see this happen. I've been using YouTube daily since 2007, and I have seen the differences between content creators who have grown and changed with their audience, and content creators who have had a couple of years of glory only to die the slow, painful death of irrelevance. But I don't really think it mattered if they stayed the course or attempted to pivot and change with their audience. The reality is that they didn't have the skill to continue to keep it going. They succeeded because of luck, and because the market changed, they were exposed for just being lucky, being in the right time, in the right place, and yeah. So I would say that for skilled people who manage to keep it going and grow their audience, yes, they are skilled, but I think that they still required luck at the very beginning of their journey, or at least early on in their journey. Because you need to be born with or exposed to events that give you a level of intuition about what people want. You also need the stability and desire to consistently work on creative projects. And after that, you need to have your intuitions receive external positive validation early on when you're doing the right thing. Because even if you're pretty darn confident that you're skilled, if you have zero proof, zero external proof of what works, you have zero rational reasons to believe that you are doing everything right and that you are just getting unlucky. You don't know until you succeed. But once you get that positive outcome and you've got a pretty darn good intuition as to why you got that positive outcome, and you're able to repeat that positive outcome, you have just made a discovery that gives you a massive competitive edge that reduces or even completely removes the need for luck in the future. So I will end with this. Most game devs require luck to succeed. And for the devs that don't, they required a lot of luck to not need luck. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a good one, guys. Bye.